Hi, and welcome to Kissy's Tarot Readings. Today is December 23rd, 2018. It's a Sunday. Today I'm going to be giving you the All About Love, and the week ahead, right now, it's All About Love. Okay, so I'm just going to do a general read for love, and we'll see if we can get you any answers to your questions about love. I'm going to be using the Lima deck today, because she's been begging to be on the board. Okay, and we're going to do just general questions. Maybe there's a situation in your love life right now that you want to know more about. This is probably the reading you need to have. I'm hoping the lighting situation is a little better. I did move things around here to see if I could get you in a better lighting area. Hopefully this will help. So, concerning what is the heart of the matter? So let's see if we can sling these today. What is the heart of the matter for your love situation? Well, it's kind of too many, but we'll take them. I don't care. So, right now we have the King of Cups, and along with it, for some reason, came the Nine of Swords. So we're going to say that maybe this is crossing this path. Okay? We're just going to do that right there. Okay? That is the... what is exactly happening right now. Okay? So now we want to know currently about the present. What do we need to know about the present that is affecting this question? The Star. Oh my goodness. So that's actually a very good card to get. So if this is the card you're getting for the present, it's a very good card. Alright, so known desires. What is the known desire in this relationship? I hear you. No, it's too many. The Lima, try to stick with one. One card. One card, please. Try to stick with one. Thank you. One card for this situation. For concerning the known desire. What is the known desire in this relationship? What is the known desire? Three of Swords. Ooh, temptation. So somebody may be in a three-way relationship. There may be a triangle here. So maybe you desire somebody that's already with somebody else. What is the hidden factor? Maybe I should have gotten my secrets card out, but we're go with the flow. This is way too many. Way too many. So, hidden. Five of Wands, a conflict. Okay. So, the hidden factor is maybe there's a conflict here. Maybe you believe in a challenge. Oh, do you now? You believe in a challenge. So that is why this is like this. You are the star, and you believe in a challenge, and you want what you want. Right, so possible obstacles and attitude. So, what are the possible obstacles here? That's way too many, I'm sorry. Come on, Danima. One. I'm going to make you stick to one. I'm only going to take it unless you give me one. The only way I'm going to take this is if you give me one. So, make it a good one. Come on, Danima. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle here? Seven of Cups. Not going anywhere. Not taking a positive path. It's definitely emotions. In choices. So maybe you're not taking the right choice here. But this is what you want. This is the desire. What is the outcome of this desire? What is the outcome of this challenge that you're putting to yourself. What's the outcome? What is the outcome of this? Should it stay on the same path with your choices and the choices that you're making? I'll tell you, it does seem to be King of Cups. King of Cups is a very loving person. So maybe you're trying to take this King of Cups away from somebody else. Nine of Swords here, which I believe is the crossing card. You know, maybe that's part of the challenge here. This is not using wisdom. Not using wisdom. Using cruelty. So you're being cruel. Please, Selena, one is, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? No, it's too many. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome? One card. The Moon. Illusion. I'm not sure if that came back. I think it was like this, actually. Sorry, just checking the deck. Checking the deck. Alright. So, let's go over this and see what we have to see. Oh, that's where I put it. Silly me. Okay, so with concerns this, what is the main theme here? The main theme is gaining the King of Cups or becoming, this could very well be you, becoming the King of Cups. In his most reverse position, he's actually pretty unfaithful and destructive. But here, he is magnetic, instinctive, and emotional. Okay? He's is a powerful and unusual man. His feminine side is well developed, expressing itself as intuition, creative talent, emotion, and a deep sensitivity. Such traits are often well concealed, for he is secretive and protects his inner world. This could be someone who, as a lover, since this is a love relationship reading, that's where I'm going to go with this. As a lover, this card symbolizes a passionate challenge. So that is that this is what you want. This is who you desire. It's a challenge. Okay? His intense feelings demand an equally emotional response from his partner. Flirtation for fun does not attract this man. When he flatters someone, his interest has already been captured and if encouraged, he will readily enter into a relationship. He is highly sexed, very sensual, and definitely not for the faint-hearted. His sensitivity may be his downfall, for he could easily take offense and thus reject people or situations that benefit him. A vengeful enemy, he believes in the saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. So, it looks as though this is the person that you desire. That is the overall theme of this particular reading. And here we have the Nine of Swords. So this would be what covers it, what challenge is to be overcome. Here we have victory over fear. Fear can be overcome as confidence is regenerated. Optimism triumphs over limitations now, and with renewed hope and faith, it would be possible to make a clean break with the past. Emotional repression and an inability to enjoy life may have created difficulties in the recent past or immediate present. As balance is restored, so is the capacity for pleasure, the power of intuition. That also talked about that. And the free flow of love and creativity that makes life worth living. Should this card, upright or reversed, indicate some future state, you should be very wary in your interpretation. Swords is subjective. That describes mental states, words, attitudes, and opinions. All these are subject to individual perception. Never predict doom and gloom. It's irresponsible. And yes, I'm not predicting that here, but what I am predicting is that this is a challenge, and you like the challenge, and you're not ready to give up this challenge yet. Okay? And it was a secondary card that fell. So maybe it's just trying to give you extra information for this. Maybe make a break with the past. Maybe that's what's holding you back and you don't realize it. So here we have the present. And in the present, you feel like the star. You feel like the star of the show. It's your show. Hope, faith, healing. So it's all about hope. You're hopeful this will come to fruition. You're hopeful that you'll gain what you want here. Star gleams in darkness. So, the feelings associated with the star are intense and subtle and may not manifest in the material world at all. Instead, they make themselves felt in a mood of fresh vitality or in a strong but inexplicable sense of well-being. Maybe this person makes you feel that way. The beautiful spiritual vibrations of the star must be taken into account. Do not look for spectacular events, but focus instead upon the inner world. Many metaphysical teachers assert that our inner attitudes, and talking about attitudes, so maybe somebody has an attitude in this case, because that's the third time I've seen that word, okay? And beliefs create energy and color our life experiences. So it is with this card. Hope restored, a more positive outlook, renewed energy. All these things can contribute to improved circumstances in your work, relationships, and self-expression. Basically, this card talks about getting some unexpected help, okay, through different things, books, workshops, people. You may get help in gaining what you're looking for, okay? And you may take a trip. You may be in nature. Sorry. 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 Alright. Star indicates there's something you can enjoy if you choose. I really am sorry. I don't know where that came from all of a sudden. Okay, so with that in mind, you have a known desire. And your known desire is, yes, it's probably not the best one. So here we have the threes, and the threes are I make, I don't make. And in this case, you don't make heartache. But you might, because in this case, there's more than one person here. Okay, so we have 3 wands, 3 of swords. Heart of darkness. 3 of swords reversed implies chaos. It represents the anxiety and tension which form the heart of darkness. It is the unfriendly forest of fairy tales. We're going to actually go over that, a fairy tale here, a fairy tale, and then the domain of witches, goblins, and all the monsters of childhood. But, as in all good stories, the forest is also home to some helpful creatures who can guide you along the paths until you reach home. Heartache exists now, yet healing has already begun. Recovery and rebirth awaits you. And that's another second time I've heard of recovery in here. So maybe somebody's already broken up this happy home, and someone is feeling more hopeful about the situation now. But you enjoy a challenge in here. There's definitely a challenge afoot. We have the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands in its upright position is competition, creative conflict. All 5s are volatile, and none more so than the 5 of Wands. Conflict, competition, arguments, and power struggles are all likely to erupt when this card appears. These may manifest at work, when colleagues disagree, or a team has difficulties in working together. Alternatively, an inner conflict is denoted, perhaps conflicting ambitions, uncertainty about career directions, or over creative expression. However, although this conflict resembles a battle, it is more like a game of skill and subtlety, so it must not be taken too seriously. Creative energies are present. Indeed, this is a creator card here and a creator card here. Situations change and shift rapidly, and the struggle and effort are actually necessary if progress is to be made. Dead wood be cut out. You see that? You see? Unworkable ideas rejected. Hidden agendas revealed. Right here. in the future. Whether this manifests as a spiritual or psychological process, a management crisis, or clashes between colleagues is both a test and a game. What emerges has been refined, clarified, and improved. And maybe to someone that is a game. Someone feels like this is all a game. You know, somebody's playing games. And here you have way too many players possibly on the board with the Seven of Cups. And it's a lot of choices somebody has before them, and maybe that's causing some of the problem. It is known desire. 1, 2, 3. Possible obstacles and attitudes. So it could be part of the problem. Deception, fantasies. And again, this also talks about fantasies and illusion. Okay. When the Seven of Cups is reversed, the message changes, asking you to beware of deceptive delusions. You could be deceiving yourself in some way, perhaps through fantasizing about someone who is unavailable. Other self-indulged fantasies may occur through alcohol, drugs, or severe procrastination. The dangers of provisional living are highlighted here. If you find yourself constantly making excuses such as, when I have time, then you must ask yourself now how much you really do want your dream. Perhaps it's only fantasy. This core meaning applies to work, personal, and spiritual concerns. It may be time to look again and to clarify your true dreams, because you have many choices there. Which one is the one you really want? Your attitude on the whole situation is that, I'm going to have time. Or maybe you're fantasizing about what thing you really do want in this whole situation. So here you have the moon, and the moon is the outcome of all of this. Should you stay on the same path, this is what you will get. Okay. Confusion, insincerity. And it's actually, we just finished passing through the full moon phase. So it's something to consider, you know, that this is the now. This is what's going to, this is what the outcome is in this present time, should you continue. Okay? So confusion and insincerity are the main themes of this card. And this is your outcome. You may be telling lies, or someone is lying to you. Offers could dissolve, deals fall through. Illusions may be shattered, so the fantasy may be shattered. Okay, a relationship indicated by this card is plagued with fantasy and is likely to prove temporary because it is not based on anything real. Drug abuse, I did talk about that in here. Alcoholism, depression, and withdrawal from the everyday world may cause problems for you or for someone in your life. Visiting someone in the hospital, a convalescent home, or even prison is also a possibility. The position of the moon, its accompanying cards, and contacts will all help you decide how to interpret this card. The keynote is hidden difficulties. It is not a good time to make any binding commitments. So yeah, with this outcome, should you keep going on this same way, yeah, it could cause problems. But we'll get to clarifiers, and the clarifiers will tell you how to manage to avoid some of this outcome. You just have to maybe change your course a little bit. Unless this is what you want. You do love a challenge, but maybe, just maybe, you want something different. So, this will answer a direct question about your relationship. Yes, no, or maybe. And it's one question. It's a question that's inside your head. I don't know anything about it. So, if this question answers it the way you expect it to answer it, then this may be the reading for you, and especially if it concerns any of this illusory fantasy relationship you may have going on already. So, what is your question? What is the question that you have? Here's your answer. 9 of Roses. How about that? So, in that position. So, 9 of Roses, okay, is the 9 of Wands in this deck. And the 9s, again, using wisdom, lack of wisdom. Nine of Roses is in the upper position, saying you're using your wisdom and your habits. So maybe there's a change of habits that might help you. Resilience. So maybe you have to have some resilience here in fighting these temptations and fighting off this this way of thinking or this attitude you have, or that things here are real, because I'm not seeing that here. So let's go over your answer. Yes, no, or maybe. Nine of Roses. Yes. To convert your longings for true love into a real, healthy relationship requires discipline and health. Your willpower, character, body may soon be tested. Things will go well if you eat right, exercise, and strive to be healthy. Avoid anything or anyone that impairs your judgment, the drinking, drugs, whatever it is here that makes you think in illusory ways. You need to get rid of that. Okay? Don't do anything to access. Avoid intoxication, including intoxicated and otherwise negative people, okay, as well as dangerous areas. Learn and practice self-defense techniques now so you can confidently defend yourself and your lover. Stay faithful to your word and to your core beliefs. And again, it talks about beliefs. It talks about your core stance on life, okay? Stay away from things that will impair that thinking. So that is a yes. So if you're asking, a certain question, the answer is yes, and then I gave you more information on that. So, fairy tale ending. What do we need to know about, we're going to put right here, what do we need to know about fairy tale ending? In what way can this fairy tale end? What way can this fairy tale end? Please, source. Fish. So fish, and it was actually in this direction, so we're going to keep it that way in the in that position. And you see here you got see that. Alright, so fairy tale ending. 34. I know it has something to do with wherever the fish go. You need to pay attention more to that. I know that. Money, profit, resources, abundance. In the story of Urashima Taro, the fisher lad, we learn what happens when you don't pay attention to your wealth. When Urashima Taro saves the tortoise from death, the tortoise carries him to Rinjin, the palace of the dragon king of the sea. The tortoise turns into the lovely daughter of the king. Okay? Maybe this is somebody's, maybe there's a child involved in some way. She tells him that she is to be his wife. The princess gives him her most precious item, but tells him he cannot open the box. Of course he does open it. In the box was his own youth. Opening it, he ages immediately and dies. So that fish reminds you to take care of what you already have in abundance. Your health, your life. Make sure you are surrounded by favorable cards. You may need to attend your own profit and loss sheet if the cards, and it does talk about deception with business up in here. Ill aspected. Wealth is coming when fish swim in your spread. Look to where they are flowing to see areas where even more resources might be found and utilized. And here, it is this king. This king. So be wary, This king is actually where the wealth is. It's where your heart is. That's your most wealthiest asset right now. And towards all these choices here, make good choices. Don't make bad ones. So let's get a message. What do we need to know? What needs to be known? What needs to be known about? All right, take it. It's only one. Focus. You're in need of clear direction. Decide what you want in life. So here it's saying you need to decide what you really want, as did a lot of the other cards here. You have to decide what you really want in this world. What is going to make you happy. Don't do things that will make you think in ways that you normally don't think. Don't live in a fantasy world. Okay, so we're going to go over relationship cards here. We may have to slice this a little bit. That's all right. So what does Source wants you to know about your relationships right now? What does Source want you to know about your relationships? How can you best, what do you need to know about your relationships that will help make your path clearer? Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, so it wants you to try to heal the relationships that you have. Okay, and do it from within. You know, it all starts with you and things that you're doing right now. You need to stay on the ground. Okay, you need to get it together. Just want to see what this. Oh yeah, we're not going to show that one. Woo! But yeah, you need to stay grounded. Get your head out of the clouds. Focus. Don't be sitting there trying to fantasize about things that may or may not happen. Just focus on reality. What do the romance angels want you to know about your relationships? What do the romance angels want you to know about your relationships that will help you through this time? That's way too many. That'll help you through. Okay, and be on the right path. All right. Give me two. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So maybe you haven't felt in control of your life for some time, and it's telling you now you need to take back control of your life. And here, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You already know who it is. Okay, whether or not you can have them at this point concerning everything that's happened is unknown. But this could be the one. This is the romantic partner you want. Okay? Let's see more about this. What does Source need you to know about the path that you're on? How can you change the path that you're currently on to be on the right path? What do you need to do right now to fix this to where you are on the correct path? That's way too many. Right, it's way too many. We're going to do real quick, because they're actually in a position that's not helping them. They're curved. It happens. A little straighter. One card, please. One card. Well, that didn't work. Maybe you don't want to hear this? Maybe this is something you don't want to hear. But you need to hear it. There's a lot of hesitation here. It doesn't want to get the answer. You need to hear this message. So let it go, buddy. Let it go. Let go. Let go. Hear the answer. Source, please provide the answer, whether they want to hear it or not. What do you need to do to be on the right path? It's too many. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you one from the top. Because you're not wanting it to be set free. And even here, see, you're not ready. You're not ready to be free. Here, I have to actually splice this on. There we go. Alright. So, just one card, one card, one card, one card. I'm going to do it this way then. Mental conflict. Okay. So, You feel conflicted. Even though you love a challenge, you really feel conflicted. You don't know. You don't know if this is the right path to take. But it's telling you it is. This will tell you more about which direction to go in. This card deals with the inability to move forward. So you don't want to leave the past. You don't want to let the past go. You want what you want. Alright? As self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. You are. Just remember that you have the strength, courage, and power to make all the necessary considerations. When you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will resolution be forthcoming, and with it, a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you make the right decisions. Listen to your intuition, talked about that here, and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. You have to change. You have to sit there and make some decisions that are hard for you. You have to do some things that are hard for you. Those harder choices are actually going to be beneficial for you. They'll make you the star. Okay? At this current time, you're not the star, though you might want to be the star. The star embodies all of the goodness that you desire. Okay? But you have to make the right decision, the right choice to get to be that star. Okay? So we're going to do one more thing. Actually, two. These here, and we're going to load them in the bag. And mix them up. I can't see them because my eyes are closed, so can't tell what's what. I'm just trying to mix them around. Maybe I need a bigger bag, or even a non-see-through bag. That would be cool. Kind of like maybe like this, only much bigger. You know. Right, so I'm mixing them up and dive in. Grab one. Owl, yes. Be the wise old owl. Think before you do. Think hard and long about what you want. This is about wisdom, right? And look where it fell. Using your wisdom. Use your wisdom. Think about what you want to do before you do it. Don't be afraid. You're very afraid. You know, you don't want to make this decision because it changes your whole world. But in effect, it will actually change your world for the better. Okay? You can be the star. Okay? Alright, so we got one more. Put them in here. Alright, so eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Go. So this is telling you that now is the time to go. It's time to do it. It's time to either leave or go enter a situation. It's time to go. Right now. Not later. It's time to go now. If you've been asking about whether or not it's time, it's time. It's time to go now. Okay. I hope this is helpful for you. You can find more information by contacting me at kissycasplash@gmail.com. You can sit there and look at my website. Maybe it might give you some insight on relationships, or maybe insight on how to go about getting the life you desire at kissplash.com. I hope this was helpful for you. You have a great day. Night night. Bye. Love you.